Hello friends, now we are going to start practice set 3.4. Among first question is, circle with center O, length of chord AB is equal to the radius of a circle. Find the measure of each of the following. First, angle AOB, second, angle ACB, third, measure arc AB, and fourth, arc ACB. These are the four questions that part given over here. First of all, I am going to elaborate that part in terms of a diagram. O is the center of a circle and this chord AB is equal to radius. In short, you can say that OA equal to AB equal to OB. Next, then find the measure of following, and they have given four questions. First of all, it contains two triangles, and as a part of simplification, I am going to draw externally so that everyone can understand. Now here I have drawn triangle OAB separately. OAB separately. The reason behind is that they have given AB equal to radius. In short, your circular radius AB is equal to radius OA is equal to radius OB. In short, your triangle OAB is nothing but this triangle is equilateral triangle. Next, another triangle is CAB. This another triangle is CAB. This is also over there. Just I have drawn it for your understanding. Now coming to the part one by one over here. Find the value of angle AOB starting from that part. Now first of all we have to find angle AOB. Remember, angle AOB or angle AOB over here. Now as per a condition, AB equal to radius. Starting from their given part, first here chord AB is equal to radius. Chord AB is equal to radius. They have given, so I am going to write it as a given. Now next part, if chord AB is equal to radius, then all three parts, radius OA, radius OB and chord AB are equal. Therefore, radius OA is congruent to radius OB is congruent to chord AB. Naturally, if OA equal to OB equal to AB, that triangle means triangle OAB become equilateral triangle. Therefore, I am going to write, therefore triangle OAB is an equilateral triangle. Now, if OAB is an equilateral triangle, in that case all the three sides are equal as well as all the three angles are equal. And we very well know that in equilateral triangle every angle is of 60 degree. Therefore, first our part, angle AOB. Therefore, measure angle AOB is equal to 60 degree and reason become angles of equilateral triangle. Angle of equilateral triangle. In this way, we are able to get our first part or first answer. So I am going to call it as equation number 1. And I am going to make first answer over here. Now, in case of second part, they have asked you angle ACB. They have asked you angle ACB. ACB. Now this angle is formed on circumference of circle. This angle is formed on circumference of circle. And we know that value of central angle, that what we calculated O, is 60 degree. As this is a 60 degree. Now value of central angle is nothing but value of arc. Means your arc is also 60 degree. Using that property over here, and a value of arc compared to circumferential angle, the circumferential angle is half of the arc. Using that property over here, and a part is. So second part over here. Here, first of all, from central angle to arc. Therefore, measure arc AB is equal to major angle AOB, that is equal to 60 degree. Therefore angle ACB, this is nothing but circumferential angle. It is half of intercepted arc, and now intercepted arc is arc AB. So half of major arc AB, that is nothing but value of arc AB, value of major arc AB is 60. So writing it as half of 60 degree, and simply that half of 60 means 30 degree. And here we can write a property arc intercepted or intercepted arc property. Intercepted arc, now your value of angle ACB become 30 degree. Therefore major angle ACB is equal to 30 degree. Now this is your second answer. So I'm going to make a box over here. As this is our second answer, so I'm going to write it as equation number 2. Now we have to also calculate arc AB. Arc AB, fortunately we have already calculated in this step only, but again as a part of answer, once again I am going to write it. So third part, major arc AB, major arc AB. Major arc AB is nothing but major angle AOB, and that is nothing but 60 degree. And we can write property of central angle. So this answer becomes property of central angle, because property says that value of central angle is nothing but value of arc, or value of arc is nothing but value of central angle. So in this case, my third answer, major arc AB, major arc AB. Therefore major arc AB, and that become 60 degree. I'm going to give it as equation number 3. Now the last part over here. Student, I just have written this step as a connected. You can write it step by step. Now coming to the fourth part, and that is nothing but arc ACB. Now we have to calculate arc ACB. Student, I am going to rough all these three parts, and I am going to write last part, that is fourth one over here. Now our fourth part is arc ACB. We are interested to find the arc ACB. Now from this diagram only you can observe that this arc AB is already 60 degree that we have found, and if we are going to add this arc ACB, that will become total circle. Means major arc ACB plus arc AB, this is total circle, and that become 360 degree. So using that property over here, so forth, therefore major arc ACB plus major arc AB, their total addition is 360 degree. Reason, by property of circle or by property of total arcs of a circle addition. Logically you can say arc addition property. Now we don't know major arc ACB, that we are supposed to calculate. Therefore major arc ACB plus major arc AB, major arc AB is nothing but 60 degree, is equal to 360 degrees. Now simplifying this part over here in terms of numerical, shifting plus 60 to that side. Therefore major arc ACB is equal to 360 degree minus 60 degree. And here valuation become major arc ACB, major arc ACB is equal to 300 degree. And in this way, value of major arc ACB is 300 degree, and that is your last and fourth answer. Giving it as equation number 4. And in this way, you can solve entire numerical. Hello friends, now we are in practice set 3.4, question number 2, and the part is PQRS is cyclic. PQRS is cyclic. Side PQ is congruent to side RQ. Side PQ is congruent to side RQ. Angle PSR is equal to 110 degree. Angle PSR is 110 degree. Find first major angle PQR. Means first of all we have to find major angle PQR. Second, major arc PQR. So we have to find second major arc PQR. Third, major arc QR. This is the third part. And fourth, major angle PRQ. Means we have to calculate 4 values over here. Now try to understand the entire question from a diagram. PQRS is cyclic. Means you can say cyclic quadrilateral. In this case, I have drawn the same diagram over here for your understanding. PQRS is cyclic quadrilateral, in which they have given side PQ is equal to side RQ. PQ equal to RQ means this side is equal to this side. They have given side PQ equal to RQ. Remember, I have drawn this diagram just for your additional support. Angle PSR is 110 degree. Angle PSR. So here, this angle they have given 110 degree. Means angle PSR, this angle they have given as 110 degrees. Then find the values of 1, 2, 3, 4. That is our question. Now first of all we have to calculate major angle PQR. Major angle PQR. Remember, if angle S is 110 and angle S is opposite with Q, then in cyclic quadrilateral opposite angles are supplementary. Now we are using that property over here to get the value of angle PQR. So using that part for first major angle PQR, first PQRS is cyclic. So they have given the first part. So first, as PQRS is cyclic, they have given. So I am going to write the reason as given. Next, angle PSR plus PQR. Therefore, major angle PQR plus major angle PSR is equal to 180 degree, and the reason become opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. Now the part is, here major angle PQR, this value that we are supposed to find, and PSR that they have given us as PSR 110. So your evaluation become major angle PQR plus major angle PSR, that is 110 degree, is equal to 180 degree. Now it is nothing but a simple mathematical simplification. Shifting this 110 to that side, and the part is, therefore major angle PQR is equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree. We very well know 180 minus 110, and that become 70 degree, and that is the value of major angle PQR. That is the value of major angle PQR. As this is your first answer, I am going to make a proper box over here. And giving it as equation number 1 in terms of answer. Now for the second part, major arc PQR. Remember, they have asked you arc. Means we are supposed to find the value of major arc PQR. Major arc PQR. In this case, you have to think about this arc and correlation with the angle form of circumferential of circle. For angle PSR, this arc PQR is intercepted arc. Now, here we are using intercepted arc property. So, next part is second, and a part is angle PSR, major angle PSR is equal to half of major arc PQR by intercepted arc property Now remember student, they have given a value of PSR and we are supposed to calculate major arc PQR. So value of PSR as per they are given in a diagram, this value is 110 degree. Now this 2 is divided by shifting over here, 2 is divided by shifting over here, it become multiply by. So this divided by 2 come to this side, become multiply by 2 is equal to 1 into major arc PQR, it become major arc PQR. Now 110 into 2 means it become 220, that is nothing but major arc PQR. So writing this part I am going to shift it over here. Major arc PQR is equal to 110 into 2, that become 220 degree. This is also our required answer. So I am going to give it as equation number 2. Now still we have to calculate more to answer. Among them is major arc QR. As I solved first and second, student, I am going to erase it or rough it and I am going to solve third and fourth. Now student, we are able to get two value. One is major angle PQR is 70. PQR, this angle we are able to get as 70 degree over here. And the next part, that is major arc PQR is 220 degree. Major arc PQR as 220 degree. I have drawn this diagram so that any additional rough work I can do it over here. Now our next question is, find the value of major arc QR. Major arc QR means you are supposed to find the value of arc QR over here. Now remember, we know total PQR. And that is 220 degree. But they are interested only to find the value of arc QR. But we know that chord PQ is equal to chord QR as given by them. If PQ equal to QR, then below it minor arc PQ must be equal to minor arc of QR. Means this arc PQ must be equal to QR. Using that part and calculating the value of QR over here, and the part is. So our third part is, as per given, side PQ is congruent to side QR. Side PQ is congruent to side QR. They have given, so I am going to write it as given. Now the part is, if chords are congruent, then their minor arcs are also congruent. Naturally we can write arc PQ. Therefore, arc PQ is congruent to arc QR. You can say corresponding arc of minor chord or corresponding arcs of a chord. Corresponding arcs of congruent chord. Now we can also write as removing congruent and representing as equal to. Therefore we can have major arc PQ is equal to major arc QR. Now the next part is we have to understand its additional property over here, and the part is as major R PQ is equal to major R QR. Now we know that PQ plus QR is major R PQR. So I am writing that part. Therefore major R PQ plus major R QR is equal to major arc PQR by arc addition property, by arc addition property. So the part is, now we know that major R PQ is equal to major R QR. Replacing this major R PQ by QR over here. So I am going to replace this PQ and writing major R QR over here. Therefore, major arc QR plus major R QR. We are replacing this over here. So this value come over here. Major RQR is equal to PQR, that is 220 degree. That we have already calculated over here in the part 2. Now major RQR plus major RQR, it become 2 times major RQR is equal to 220 degree. Naturally, if this 2 is multiplied, I am shifting it over divided by. So 220 divided by 2, your value of major RQR become 110. So your answer is major arc QR is equal to 220 divided by 2, and that part become 110 degree, and that is also one of answer over here. This is your third answer, so I am going to give it as number 3. Now your last question is find the value of major angle PRQ. Major angle PRQ. Now pay attention. PRQ. Recently from this part we are able to calculate major R PQ is equal to QR, and that is 110. Here I am using that part over here. Major R PQ, this become 110. And major RQR is also 110. And now we are interested to calculate major angle PRQ. P is over here, R is over here, Q is over here. Just for your simplification, I am going to remove this line, so you can easily understand the part. Major angle PRQ, that required over here, means this value is half of the intercepted arc, and we are doing this calculation over here. So fourth and last part, major angle PRQ, major angle PRQ is half of major RPQ, and half of PQ, but PQ is nothing but 110, PQ equal to QR. So it become half of 110, and the reason is intercepted arc property. Intercepted arc property. And half of 110, that is nothing but 55 degree. And that is the value of major angle PRQ. Major angle PRQ. And this is also your required answer. So the part, and I am giving it as equation number 4. And in this way you can solve your entire numerical. Hello friends, now we are in numerical practice set 3.4 question number 3 and the part is MRPN is cyclic. MRPN is cyclic or cyclic quadrilateral. Angle R is equal to 5x minus 13 degree. Angle N is equal to 4x plus 4 degrees. Find the measure of angle R and angle N. Now I have drawn a circle and here I am going to draw one cyclic quadrilateral giving the name as MRPN. Now I have drawn a circle with cyclic quadrilateral giving the name MRPN. So MRPN. As per their condition, angle R is 5x minus 13 degree. Angle R is equal to 5x minus 13 degree. Angle N is equal to 4x plus 4 degree. Angle N is equal to 4x plus 4 degrees. Then find the value in terms of measurement of angle R and angle N. So find the value of R and N. And here we are using a property. In case of cyclic quadrilateral, its opposite angles are supplementary. Means angle R plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. Angle R plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. Now using that property over here and the part is, therefore MRPN is cyclic quadrilateral Now, in cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So, angle R plus angle N. Therefore, angle R plus angle N is equal to, supplementary means 180 degree, and reason, opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral, or you can say cyclic. Next, angle R value is 5x minus 13 and angle Nx is 4x plus 4. As there is a middle sign plus, we can write directly values. So the part is angle R, that is 5x minus 13 plus angle N, that is nothing but 4x plus 4 is equal to 180 degree, Now the part is, first of all I am going to take the addition of number with coefficient x, 5x plus 4x, that become 9x. Now about number, minus 13 plus 4, that become minus 9 is equal to 180 degree. Now maximum time students are shifting this minus 9 to that side and doing 180 minus 9 and again division. I am trying to give you a simple trick. As it is 9x, as it is 9 and as it is 180 means 18 into 10. All number is divisible by 9. So divide this equation by 9. So divide equation by 9. And the part is, when 9x is divided by 9, it becomes x, minus when 9 is divided by 9, it becomes 1. And when 180 divided by 9, that becomes 20 means 20. And from this part, we are able to calculate the value of x, that is nothing but 20. This minus 1 goes to that side. So x is equal to 20 minus 1 to that side plus 1, and that becomes 21. So remember, this is the value of x that is over here. But still, our calculation target is something different. We want to calculate angle R and angle N. So first part, angle R. So I am going to write the part. And the part is, angle R is equal to 5x minus 13. So 5x minus 13. Value of x is 21. So here 5 into 21 minus 13. So it becomes 5 into 1 5 and 5 into 2 10. So it become 105 minus 13 and subtraction 5 minus 3 that is 2 and 10 minus 1 that is 9 means it become 92. That is nothing but the value of angle R. After calculating the value of R, our next target is to calculate the value of N. So the part is, and the value for angle N. Therefore, angle N is equal to, angle N is given as 4x plus 4. So 4x plus 4 degrees. Value of x is 21. So 4 into 21 plus 4. Now here 4 into 1 4 and 4 into 2 8. So it become 84 plus 4 and 84 plus 4 that is nothing but 88 degrees and that is the value of angle N. And in this way we can calculate the value of angle R, that is nothing but 92 degrees, and value of angle N, that is 88 degrees. And it is a simple numerical, just observe it carefully and take a part in terms of calculation. Please do not make any silly mistake in this calculation, that is mainly agenda over here. Hello student, now we are in practice set 3.4, question number 4, and the part is, segment RS is the diameter of a circle. Segment RS is the diameter of a circle with center O. Point T lies in the exterior of a circle. Prove that angle RTS is acute angle. Now one by one, same part I am going to clear it from diagram. O is the center of a circle. O is the center of a circle and RS is the diameter given by them. Point T is outside a circle. Point T is outside a circle. And we have to prove that angle RTS, which we have not drawn yet, angle RTS is acute angle. Now what is meant by acute angle? First, let me clear a diagram point over here. I have joined RT and ST over here. And you have to prove angle RTS is acute angle, means less than 90 degree. Means your target is angle RTS is less than 90 degree. That we want to prove over here. You should know that what is the meaning of acute angle. Now observing this part, for this pattern, here point T is outside a circle and here RS is the diameter, a property related with the diameter that we know, and here we are making a small structure modification, means construction. Here RT touches the circle at some particular point, and I am going to call this point as a E, and I am going to draw this point as a E, and I am going to join AS. This is a new part, nothing but construction. Student, the part is, when you go to join AS, this angle RAS, this is exactly diameter, means angle RAS is angle formed on a diameter, angle RAS, and as this is a semicircle, intercepted arc, naturally this angle is 90 because semicircle means 180 and half of that angle means 90. And first of all we are going to explain that part over here. So this is modification, and now we are going to start writing an answer in somehow look like structure like number, statement and reason. Now student, just for support of this diagram, I have drawn two diagrams over here so that everyone can understand. First is triangle RAS, triangle RAS. No doubt this angle is a 90 degree. RAS, as RS is the diameter, angle formed on semicircle is 90 degree. This is the first part that I am going to write it over here, and the part is including construction. So first, join RT and ST. Join RT and ST, because in original diagram they have not given it as a joint. So join RT and ST. It is your first part. Next, also join SA or first. When RT get touches, when we draw RT, it touches the circle at point A. When we joined RT, it touches the circle. It touches circle at point A. So it touches the circle at point A. Therefore, angle RAS is 90 degree. But before that, you have to explain as RS is a diameter. So here main answer start. As O is center and RS is diameter. Therefore, angle RAS is equal to 90 degree. And reason, angle form on semicircle. Angle form on semicircle. Now next part. As your angle RAS is 90 degree, as your angle RAS is 90 degree, here the part is, its connected angle is also 90 degree, or you can consider, this is a part that I am going to draw over here, ATS, here it is A, here it is T, and here it is S, and if I am going to extend, somewhere your point is R. So this is a structure breakup that I have drawn over here. Now, for this triangle, means which triangle? Triangle ATS, I am going to use a property of exterior angle. For triangle ATS, angle SAR is exterior angle. Here you can observe it. In triangle ATS, angle SAR is exterior angle. And we know that value of exterior angle is equal to sum of two remote interior angle. Means this angle A is equal to first angle plus second angle, means angle T plus angle S. Now I am going to use the property of exterior angle over here in number 2. So your part is angle SAR. So in number 2, angle SAR is exterior angle for triangle ATS. So we are using a property of exterior angle. Therefore angle SAR is equal to measure angle ATS plus angle or measure angle TSA. Now second part, angle SAR that we have completed, SAR that is 90 degree from your equation 1. So angle SAR is equal to 90 degree is equal to measure angle ATS plus measure angle TSA. Now you can see that addition of these two angle is 90 degree. Naturally first as well as second, when both get added together, we are getting 90 degree. Naturally this 90 must be greater than first angle and must be greater than second angle. Naturally you can see this 90 degree must be greater than this angle, that is angle ATS. Now I am going to make modification of ATS. Therefore 90 degree is greater than ATS. Instead of I'm writing ATS, I'm going to write as RTS. Angle RTS. Naturally, angle RTS is less than 90 degree. Angle RTS is less than 90 degree. We can say that angle RTS is acute angle. Therefore, angle RTS is an acute angle. And in this way, you can complete your proof. हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अगर आप हमारे वीडियोस देख रहे हो और आपको ये वीडियोस पसंद आते हो तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और नीचे दिए हुए बेल आइकन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। साथ में अपने फ्रेंड्स और ग्रुप इसमें भी आप ये वीडियो शेयर कीजिए ताकि नॉलेज ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बच्चों तक पहुँचे। अलग अलग टॉपिक के साथ मैं आपको मिलता रहूँगा। मैं आपका एसवी सर आगे आने वाले वीडियोज़ को बनाता रहूँगा और आप तक पहुँचाता रहूँगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।